Hello everybody, RichGonga reporting in here. I'm going to go ahead and cast a game that my friend Rmaster had sent me. He will be going up against CraftKings up here. That would be the red Protoss. Rmaster down here being the blue Protoss. So it looks like we do have a double Protoss on Xel'Naga Caverns. The thing I do find to seem to like about this map is the fact that although you can go ahead and travel right up the middle, back here, this perfect. You can sneak some units in the back, maybe throw, if you are in fact Protoss, throw down a proxy. If they have a third base, some stalkers up here can harass along with Colossi and the such. Anyway, we have CraftKing throwing down a pylon. Rmaster throwing his at the bottom of his base, looking like he may be possibly setting up for a Forge Fast Expand or some variation. What is going on down here? We got a super sneaky probe. Snuck his way all the way down here unnoticed. And CraftKing throwing a forge down. We may see a little cheese going on in here early game. Rmaster, was he able to spot that? He does happen to see something that's going on. Let's take a look at the player cam. He's back at the main, not paying attention up here. He does in fact spot the forge. He knows something is going to go on. He is sending a probe out here to go ahead and scout exactly what's going on. He will in fact see this pylon. CraftKings better get a little crafty here or his cheese is not going to be very successful. We do have a cannon going down for CraftKings. Rmaster did in fact throw a gateway down. It's almost completed. He is going to want to zealot out as soon as possible. This poor probe, I don't know what he thinks he's going to do, but he's not going to fare very well against that cannon. We have a couple probes down here. CraftKing's going to try to get up in the main, but he is denied. Not going to happen. Rmaster says, not today, my friend. Let's see what we got going on here. CraftKings is going to go ahead and evacuate some probes here. Probably going to start heading down towards the main. Throws a cannon up here just for good measure as he... he did see this gateway, so he does in fact know his zealot is on the way. That would explain the cannon going down here. You do have this cannon which has finished. A little bit of damage on the shield, something that's not going to regenerate. We do see these probes coming down here. I don't know if they were spotted by that zealot, but they did in fact spot that zealot. Rmaster walling off at the top. Good play on his end. These probes are not going to be able to get up into the main. We do have a second zealot out for Rmaster now, who is turning back around as he did spot these probes. He's going to start slicing away at these. This zealot is going to get up here, but this cannon is going to make short work of this. And this zealot just basically ran to his death. We have the first gateway going down for CraftKings. Already 4 minutes into the game, not a good position you want to be in. Simulator going down. I'm sure he's going to try and go into some kind of warp prism play. That scouting probe just died. Wow. Probably want to take care of that a little bit earlier. Rmaster starting to pump out a couple zealots, maybe some early pressure. We do have a cybernetics core down. Oh, but the gas just going down. Now that is not going to be a good position to be in, as his cybernetics is just finishing, but he cannot research warp gate without this precious gas. He should have got that much earlier. We do see 3 zealots now for Rmaster just hanging around. Hey, you hear what happened to that other guy? Yeah, he ran up, kind of killed him. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. But he probably should have turned around and head home. Once he did, in fact, see the cannon, we have a cyber core going down for CraftKings, along with a second gateway. This probe barely escaped with his life. He will, in fact, be planning on seeing the rest of his family as he goes home. This cannon and pylon still sitting here. Rmaster finally does in fact have warp gate research on the way. We do have a gateway going down for Rmaster. Looks like he may go into a 3, possibly 4 gate play. Although CraftKings cybernetics core just finished and he does in fact have warp gate on the way. He will be going into a 4 gate play himself, but Rmaster does already in fact have 5 zealots on the field. Let's see what we have going on. He does throw down another gateway. I'm not sure if he's going to go into a 4 gate, but he is already severely ahead in the supply, up by 11. He does have, in fact, that one photon cannon, but he is not producing any units. He has all this extra mineral up here, but he's not producing a single zealot, stalker, what have you. There we go. Now we have some stalkers on the way for CraftKings, which should be able to kite these zealots quite easily. These zealots now just waiting for their buddy sentry to come on out of here. Warp Gate research is getting Chrono boosted all the way, as it is for CraftKings as well, but Rmasters is just ahead slightly. We do have 4 stalkers on the way for CraftKings. He is going to send a stalker down here to start to deal with this cannon, as he probably does not want that being there much longer. We do have a sentry out for Rmaster, who is now opening up the gates. Warp Gate research not ready for CraftKings yet. Rmaster's probably going to go ahead and warp in a couple units down here. He does. I would not be surprised to see them move out in just a minute to go ahead and a severely underprotected CraftKings base. This is not looking good right now. If we do take a look at the Army tab, that would be the wrong one. The Units Killed tab is going to favor CraftKings at the current moment. But if we go ahead and take a look at the Army tab, severely in Rmaster's favor at the present time. We're going to go ahead and go back to Production tab. The gate's just now opening for CraftKings, who is trying to go ahead and set up a pylon here for the proxy. I do not think it is in time, as Rmaster is up now on the gate. He is taking out the photon cannon, which does not kill a single unit. He's going to go ahead and warp in a couple zealots here to try and deal with this mess, while these stalkers are in fact on their way back to the main. Picking apart these zealots one by one, and if he was smart, he'd probably go after this pylon right after that. He does have a few stalkers down the bottom here, going to wipe out one stalker. That's not going to really do very much, as he does in fact take out the pylon, making this gate null and void. This gate is already null and void. He is going to throw down another pylon to try and repower this particular warp gate, but it will not reach this one. He does warp in another 2 stalkers. They're going to try and cut these away. Rmaster is not going to be fooled. He is going to start to march in for the main. He's going to start attacking the mineral line, but he does in fact have these stalkers behind him. He better watch out for them. CraftKing letting his stalkers sit there, not a good idea, as he does now just realize what is going on. He is only going to be able to take out one more zealot. They're going to try and kite away a couple more of these attacks while he does have the mineral line return. Rmaster splitting his troops just as he needs to do, continuing to wipe out the probes. 2 more stalkers warped in for CraftKings. Got caught focus firing, not a good position. These stalkers are going to start to rip away at these 2. Rmaster warping in more units, having more. If he set up a proxy, probably be a good idea right around this area, but he does in fact not have enough. CraftKings look like a bad position, and he has left the game. Ladies and gentlemen, CraftKings not in a good position. 42 supply to 18, just not a good position to be in. Rmaster was in fact able to spot this cheese, and it does not look as though this stalker, I don't know what he's doing. He's probably like, screw this, I'm going to see my family at the end of the day. Pylon pretty much null and void. Something was obviously shooting at it. His shields are gone. But if I can go back just to the very beginning here, let's go into a minute and see where we're at. We want to go ahead and speed this up. The pivotal moment in this game was this scouting probe for Rmaster, who is in fact able to see. If we take a look at the player cam, he is back here at the main, but he did see something go down here. He does take a look, and that is in fact when he spots the forge, and right from there he starts scanning the main because he knows something is a little bit fishy. And that is in fact when he spots that pylon and is able to prevent this cheese from going on. So let your lesson be learned. If you're going to cheese, you probably want to do it a little bit more stealthy than just laying your forge out in the middle of the map. But it is always in fact good to see one player go down when attempting to cheese, as we all love to see the fall of a cheeser. Well, this was RichGonga reporting in. Decided to cast this game. Let me know what you think down in the comments tab. Let me know if you'd like me to do a few more. If so, I'd be more than happy to get Rmaster here. Maybe a few more of my friends go ahead and send me some replays. And until then, I will talk to you guys later.